Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subject is corporate governance and social responsibility. Today topic is on corporate social responsibility. Topic to be discussed in today's lecture are the concept of CSR, corporate social responsibility. What is historical perspective of corporate social responsibility? We will have also discussed the scope of CSR, corporate social responsibility. Then we will discuss the philanthropy that comes under the scope of CSR. Then second is doing business responsibly, also come under the scope of CSR. Moving further, what is the concept of corporate social responsibility means CSR? Basically, corporate social responsibility is part of business ethics. This is basically a concept that CSR is a part of ethics. Now it is considered that no, business ethics is basically part of corporate social responsibility. It is a broader topic than business ethics alone. So, since the companies exist in a society just like human beings are individuals living in a society, and they should behave and work according to the ethics prevail in the society and must be responsible in its activities. What are its activities? Operations, garbage, employees, local communities, pollution, all these activities they must show the responsibility to the society. Business for social responsibility, a pressure group define CSR or corporate social responsibility is generally to business decision making. What are these decision making? These decision making must be linked to what? Ethical values, compliance, legal environment, respect for people, communities, and environment. So the business decision should be based on these things. First, ethical value, then legal in compliance with laws, third is respect for people, communities, and environment. So the decision should be based on these three. While making a business decision, these three factors should be considered. Socially responsible company regard their social role is integral part of business operations. Means what are the things that the company have to consider while operating their business activity. So all these factors which are not harmful to the societies, which contribute to the society or community development, should be included in business operation. The CSR is basically the concept in which all business activity are influenced by what? By consideration for society and not for profit. Only considering a profit in business operations, the companies are making profit since centuries, but give while providing loss to the natural environment or society. So the business should consider society first, and then its activity should be influenced or society friendly. These are two management theorists who gave the definition of the CSR as that it is a continuing commitment. It's not one-time activity. It's continuing commitment of a business. Continuing commitment business ethically and contribute to behave ethically and contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life of workforce as well as local community. So there are three things obvious from this definition, that it is continuing commitment toward that the company will behave ethically. Means what is ethics? As we discussed, that it is the concept about wrong and right. The business should operate, do a right thing in right way and for the right reason. Then also contribute to economic development as well. These are economic responsibility of the company. Then improving the quality of life of employees as well as the community in which the company exists, or society in which the company exists. They should work for their improvement in quality of life. Moving further, in United States, CSR is considered similar to philanthropy, means using profit and charity. These are basically that the company profits. The company profit is not for charity; it is for shareholder. This is one concept, and second is that CSR is nothing more than to involve the corporations in charitable businesses or in charitable purpose. So they said that the profit, when used in charity, it is called CSR. While European model is a bit different, for this European model of CSR is a bit different than the United States. Its focus is that doing business in a responsible way is basically CSR. Responsible to whom? To employees, to supplier, to government, to management, to shareholder, to society, to all stakeholder. European model of CSR is based on European model of CSR based companies and society sustainability. Basically, the basic prime objective of the European model of CSR that both company and society work for sustainable environment in which they are operating. So in European model, the CSR is have more broader scope than the CSR in United States. Some management theorists suggest that the company don't have owners. It is called trusteeship theory and belong to a society. Mean there is no owner of the public limited company. It is just belong to society because it exists in a society. Secondly, they said that shareholder provide fund but not own specific asset of the company. While director hold asset of the company is a trustee, and their trustee responsibility is to the entire society, not just to a shareholder, because shareholder just provide a fund, they don't own any asset of the company. Company earn profit for its existence is one reason. In serving the community in which it operates is equally important other reason. Obviously, this trusteeship theory says that the company profit is an obvious reason for its existence and sustainability, but serving the community in which the company operates is also another reason, equally good reason. So this is that there is no owner and the company must be responsible and responsible to all stakeholders and to society at large. What are historical perspective of the corporate social responsibility? CSR is as old as business itself. I mean, when the business started, the social and environmental concerns also started by the people regarding the operation of the business. In 1700 BC in Mesopotamia, Hammurabi was a king who passed the order that builder or innkeeper, means the hotel owner and the farmer, would be put to death if his negligence caused death to any other person or it create any inconvenience to the citizen. So these businesses were held responsible to the society. In ancient Rome, businessmen were supposed to pay tax for military campaign. So this is again said that these taxes are pay for what? Military campaign. In those days, the military campaign was important for the survival of the nation. So businesses profit are used for national cause. In 1622, some dissident shareholders of the Dutch East India Company issued a pamphlet that the management do not maintain the company secrecy, and secondly, they become enriched at the cost of the shareholder. So this was first issue concern showed by the shareholder against Dutch East India Company. After industrialization, when industrialization changed, the dimension of the business in its impact on the society drastically changed. So in late century, some businessmen support philanthropic venture. In 1920, discussion has evolved into what we are hearing today. Means in 1920s, discussion about CSR or company responsibility was started, and what CSR we are seeing that was discussed in those days as well. Dean of the Harvard Business School, Wallace P. Donham, said in an address in Northwestern University. What he said, let me quote it. He said that the business started long centuries before the dawn of the history, but business as we now know, it is new in its broadening scope, new in its social significance. Business has not learned how to handle these changes, nor does it recognize the magnitude of its responsibility for future civilization. So he said that the business are as old as human civilization, but today businesses that we are exposed to nowadays, it is new in broadening its scope. Nobody knows that company will deal in which product. It extended scope till software to the very dangerous weapon of mass destruction. New in its social significance. Also, they don't know that what are their social significance, what society are expecting from these businesses. What will be the impact of these businesses on society? So business has not learned how to handle these changes. In 1929, he says that business still have to learn how to handle these changes, nor does it recognize the magnitude of its responsibilities. So what are the responsibility of these organizations? Nobody, they don't know that what are their responsibility for the civilization. Now it is we recognize that what he was saying, he was quite right. After 75 years later, his word seems true, and even we still say that business still don't recognize their responsibility for future generation. Today we face some novel concern about the business in society. So, for example, human problems, pollutions, global warming. These are the offspring of these capitalized or corporate world. Scope of CSR. What is CSR? Which area should it cover? Is difficult to draw a boundary. But we divided the scope in 3 segments: philanthropy, doing business responsibly, be a good citizen. We will discuss it one by one. What is philanthropy? It has wider meaning in CSR, but these are some activities which we are including in the philanthropy. First of all, we say that financial donation, that is the first aspect of philanthropy. To worthy causes or to deserving person. In Pakistani companies offer financial assistance to affectees in national disaster as it was seen in flood and earthquake. Companies should make sure that the money donated are spent on really needy people or not. It is the company responsibility. They make sure that their money are spent in a right way or not, or for the right reason or not. Regular philanthropic programs should be maintained by the companies, although it is good that they are donating, but it is very ideal if they start regular programs in order to donate some of their profit to the social causes. Donation should be given to near and dear one. This is the teaching of Islam. So the companies should help its employees much, such as helping an illness or child marriages. In case of child marriages, so the company should help their own employees instead of distributing donation in anybody else. Socially desirable organizations. Socially desirable organizations are those which work in the society for social welfare, such as ED Foundation and Al Khidmat Foundation, etc. So it is good to channel your donation to socially desirable organization. It's one of the good way, but it is difficult way to set. It is also efficient way to set on socially desirable organization through regular donation, such as school for the community, a hospital or dispensary for the local community and own employees. These are some example that the company set their own socially desirable organization and at a regular donation. Many companies run hospital and schools for the community and employee, such as Atak Hospital by the Atak Group of Company in Pindi, Morga. Supporting government efforts for social welfare, it is also good cause to give your money. This is third aspect of philanthropy. Government runs social welfare unit, but sometimes it's too huge that the government alone can meet this cost. So the company extend helps in running such social welfare organizations and donate to the these organization as well. Doing business responsibly. That is the second point in determining the scope of CSR. Observing business ethics in operating activities. Mean the company, if the company is observing their ethics in their operating activities, do right thing, and right way for the right reason. Include more application of the business ethics in companies' procedures, more focus on to improve the quality of life of people associated with the company are existing around them. Doing business responsibly have certain thing that could be included as integrity. In integrity, we say that give full value of money to the customer. Mean the customer, what the customer paying for, the good should have that value embedded in the product. Maintaining quality of product means that is one of the point should be included in the doing business responsibly. Being honest in making advertisement, avoiding harmful material in your product, give full and truthful contents of the product, passing benefit of research and development to the client. What is fairness? If we are doing responsibly, we are doing business responsibly, we should be fair. That include equal treatment to all employees, no favoritism, nepotism, discrimination in hiring or promotion, training for development of the company employees, provide decent working environment to all employees, equal opportunity to all employees in announcing bonus, even equal opportunity to customer as well in case of giving any offer on the product, respect for humanity, protection of all stakeholder interest. It is also come under the scope of CSR. Doing business responsibly means doing business for the benefit of all parties associated with the companies. Pay due attention to the interest of all stakeholders is a part of being responsible. It's all about today's lecture. Thank you.